I love that. Is that something new?
Yes, I've been playing with intros. Hopefully I don't get some kind of copyright strike because I found that song off of Canva. And I think it said I could use it. So.
And what? And Canva?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a thing. I'll show you. Hi, everyone. Welcome, Lean Team. Shout out to our Lean Team. Welcome to 90 Day with Nana. It is Monday night. We are going to be talking all about 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 6, Episode 5. I had to just check it out. So welcome, Lean Team. Let us know you're here in the live chat. We love hearing from you. If you do want to support the channel, Super Chat's a great way to do it while we're live. We'll highlight your comment. We appreciate your support. Otherwise, we do have a Patreon with exclusive content. One of the things that's exclusive is every Monday night after 90 Day with Nana, Chell and I do Married to Survivor. So if you like Survivor and old episodes of Survivor that you can watch on Hulu, Chell and I are breaking down episodes.
I love that.
Of Survivor. We're doing season 13, which is Cook Islands, which is an iconic Survivor season. It's funny, it's fun, and that's some of the exclusive content. I also have coverage on The Circle on Netflix and other stuff coming up, including some live streams with me and Nana. So welcome, everybody. But if you're like, hey, listen, it's hard out here. I don't have any money, Joleen. Quit asking. Just like the video. That helps us so much. If you can just give it a thumbs up and share it out. Put it on your social media, share it to your Twitter, whatever you got. Tell your friends. That helps us. We appreciate you.
Tell your friends and your relatives, even the ones you don't like, share it out there. You know, it's just a nice thing to do. And like, and subscribe.
Yes. Okay. So Nana, how are you doing? What is going on? What's happening? We'll do a little catch up with me and Nana.
All right.
We got to get an update on Nana and Bush. She's sweating. We have to do Who's Dead with Nana. We'll save that till the end because sometimes it can be a bummer. And then we'll get into the recap. So we'll do catch up and Bush. And then we'll do and then
I'm with you.
With Nana. So that's what you have in store with us tonight.
And I love it. And how many people? Oh, I see we have Lucy. Hi, honey.
Hi, Loose Goose. All right, Nana, give us an update on your life. What's going on?
What did I do today? What was Oh, you know what I did? I went over to my sister Karen's house. I have not seen my sister Karen since last August.
Okay.
So, hi, Dr. Melanie. I haven't seen her since last August. She's right over, she lives right over in Lino Lakes and it's not far, and I just thought, okay, get over there. I did have a little birthday present for her. Her birthday's March. So then she gave me mine from November. So yeah, we were trying to connect. And then she showed me her backyard. She's just into plants and she just got such a beautiful backyard. So that's what I did. And
it sounded interesting. She has such a beautiful backyard. It sounds like it could be gross.
It's not gross. She's got, no, not my little sister. We're not doing that. Of course we could. Anyway, so hopefully she's on tonight. I hope she could join us. She has had her grandbabies over and her daughters and their dogs. And so she's had a busy week.
Oh, wow. So she's taking care of grandkids and grand dogs?
And grand dogs. And then the kids were there too because the guys went fishing in the Boundary Waters. And the Boundary Waters, they had some and they were camping. Ooh. So some of it was like 80 degrees. And then one night was like 35 degrees. Oh, I can't even imagine.
Oh, wow. Man, I can't even imagine.
Well, look at the difference in temperature, 80 and 35. Ugh.
All right. Well, let's get an update on your giant bush, Nana. What's going on? I don't even see your giant bush anymore. Did you get a wax? What happened?
No, I didn't, honey, but thank you for asking. There it is. Can you see the E? And then it's right behind here. Don't you think?
I think you got to push it forward more. You got to pull it out. You're tucking it too much. You can't tuck it.
Sometimes, honey, you have to tuck it. That's just the way life goes. And there's the E. There's the little baby one. And then the other one's going crazy. The other ones I used to have up here are all outside or I planted them. And that was kind of fun. So I've been planting the last 2 days. I did not plant garlic this year. I'm not even messing with it. Screw it. I'll buy it in the grocery store. But I put a lot of tomatoes and a lot of peppers and stuff. I love seeing your makeup progression, Joleen. You look very pretty, Joleen. I was going to mention that.
I think you look very pretty always, but I appreciate that because I literally just threw some makeup on about 10 minutes before. I was
Oh, it
like,
looks so
oh
nice.
crap, I better put some on. And this is what the outcome was. And I barely brushed the back of my hair. It's you work from home. We're still panicookening. It's a slow
Yeah. I
settle back
did
into society.
I did have exciting news today. I talked to my brother and Nathan, my godchild. They had their baby today. So
Oh,
congratulations, Nathan and
awesome.
Ashley. They had a little girl and very excited. And he just sent me the name. Beautiful name. Eloise.
Oh, Eloise. I like that. Eloise.
Isn't that pretty?
Eloise. That's beautiful. I like how people are going back to very traditional
I do
type
too.
old school names. We got Walters and Eloises and
Yes.
Evelyns and things like that. I like that. It's really cool.
And the middle name is Tov. And I said, is that Swedish? He says, no, Eileen, Jewish, like Mazel Tov.
Oh,
It's
top.
Tov. So I love that. It's
All
just a
right.
beautiful, beautiful name. And I'm so excited for him. And I can hardly believe that our little Nate is a dad. It's just, oh my God, time goes by too quickly.
We are just, everyone is just getting older by the millisecond. We're getting older, you guys.
Yeah,
So
look at
there you
Linda
go.
Burke. Jolene looks gorgeous. Say thank you.
Well,
Say
thank you,
thank you,
producer
honey.
Linda. I
And
just
I look good in
appreciate
these
you guys.
colors. I was with Jolene when I bought this. We were in Palm Springs. And if next time I go and I see you, I want to go back because they had some more of these. I just love them. They're so light and airy.
Nana
And
discovered the kimono for the first
one
time.
size fits all. Hello. And they mean it. And they mean it.
And now she is obsessed. You got to have a kimono, like if
I
for
love it.
the summer and wraps and just wearing over tanks or tees or swimsuits, they're just really.
Yeah, this is like over like a, what do you call it? Dress, sleeveless dress. And it just, yeah. You can dress it up or dress it down.
Or wear nothing underneath it. It's up to you. It's how you want to live your best life. Well, I'm so glad that you're having a good day, Nana, and your bushes looks trimmed back, but it's not. You didn't shave it. You didn't wax it. You didn't cut it. It's just pushed back a little more. It's tucked. So that's nice.
I know. I just tucked it just like you're in 8th grade and you just tuck it in your swimsuit. That's all. We didn't shave. We didn't do that stuff then.
All right. Well, I was liking more of the innuendo than the actual you being talking about that. But that's
okay. Well,
cool.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It happened at the Holiday Inn. We were having an overnight with us girls, and we didn't talk about that stuff then. So, but now Linda was saying that her granddaughter has a friend, and that friend's name is Otis. See, so they are going back.
I love it.
To those.
Spreading a very good name and a very talented artist. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
I was just about to say it. It was right there. It was right there on my tongue. And I was going to say, and how are you doing, honey?
She's never asking you guys. Every time I go, Nana, you have to ask me about me too.
Oh, that's right.
Gosh. Thank you. Nanya says Nana and Joleen did Beverly Hills last night. It was hilarious. Check it out if you want to laugh, especially the part about Scott Disick. Oh, yes. Nana saw Scott Disick's package and she was dickmatized.
It was a form of. We didn't see the actual package, but in gray sweatpants. When I went to bed, then I had my iPad and I'm going, I couldn't find that one picture again, but I thought the man has treated women so horribly. I don't care what he's got. How's that? Last night it was exciting, but tonight I started thinking about how horribly treated Kardashian. I can never remember her name. Kourtney.
Yes. Kourtney, the smallest one, the one who's probably had the least amount of surgery. I'm assuming. You can never tell, but
I'm not sure either, honey.
I always remember Kourtney. She's the oldest, she's the smallest, and she's probably had the least amount of surgery.
Yeah, she's just a beautiful. Well, they're all beautiful. I mean, let's face it, they're all beautiful. So
everyone's
welcome, and how are you doing again? Did you answer the question, or am I just skipping over?
I did not answer. You are skipping over. Thank you. Today, good day. It's Monday. I'm still, we're still hoping this house thing works out. That will be amazing. So I've been adding my, because if it does, we're going to be building. And so I've been looking.
So exciting.
making a spreadsheet of upgrades I would like to add to tell the builder when we would meet with the design studio if this all falls into place. So that's kind of fun to do. But the not fun part is when you go, holy shit, I added way too many upgrades, and then you have to start knocking stuff down because you're like, I'm not rich. So I have to stay within my means.
But that's a smart thing to do. Load it up, everything you want, and then go, what can I absolutely live without? Okay. Because not saying you can't get something down the line, do an upgrade of that, but just get, a couple things that really mean a lot to you. Like you mentioned, you like a soaking tub. That's big.
Mm-hmm. But that might have got knocked off.
But
I have the tub, but I won't have. It's a long story.
But it looks really nice. I've been through the homes, and I just absolutely love it. That was my favorite one, my all-time favorite.
The model, yeah.
The model, I just loved it. I loved it the minute I walked up and saw the nice patio in front. It was just really different. It was just and the must versus the wants. Yes, B-Bean, yes.
Yeah, so
that is it.
Making the lists and checking it twice and then deciding, So hopefully we get into contract maybe this week. I'm assuming we might go into contract this week. I don't know. It's such a weird time. It's a weird time.
It is, but in the words of your dad, and he's such a smart man, tick-tock, tick-tock, let's just do it, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, because if they start building, I think it'd be done by, I thought December, but I think it'll be more February. So maybe a birthday present.
Wouldn't that be a beautiful, oh my gosh, how fun that would be. Mm-hmm. And then Dad and I will come out, we'll pick out our bedroom and our bedroom furniture. That'll be really nice.
Okay. That sounds good. All right, Nana. So let's get into this episode because this was a pretty good episode. So we have
I liked it.
Yeah. So this is a Happily Ever After, season 6, episode 5. Love Takes Hostages is the name of it. And
I know.
Did they give a description here?
They don't really have to because Nana took notes.
All right, let's get into the Nana notes.
All right, let's do it. It starts out with Angela. Oh my gosh, poor Angela she's having a hard time coming out of the anesthetic. Is that how I say it? Anesthesia?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is. What is that Disney movie? I always call it something different. What is the Disney movie? Anesthesia? No. Anyway,
it's anesthesia. That is the Disney movie. Everyone gets put under by an anesthesiologist.
It is a good thing.
It's everybody's high. It's that all Disney movies are. People who wrote them were high, so it makes sense.
It's a good thing nobody's wasted their money on college with me. Okay, so Angela, she's having a hard time coming out of this. She has got such a good friend in that JoJo. JoJo's there for her no matter what. She's a wonderful friend. And JoJo walks in and they got her, they woke her up. She's in a daze because
I want a Marlboro Red. My tits is too small. Where's Mike? Will you marry me if Mac leaves me for my small tots? Where's my Coca-Cola Classic? I don't drink water. It's gross. That's Angela, basically.
I don't see her changing much, and that's okay. That's the way she wants to, live her life.
Mike? Where's Mike?
She's going to feel so much better. She does already. They took 2 pounds off of each breast. Mm-hmm. She had the gastric sleeve. The idea
on her baby door.
Honey, it's just so sad. So sad. She was just way too big. The idea that her husband, Michael, loves, a big busted woman so he can pull on him, which I still don't understand that terminology.
Mike? Give me my Coca-Cola Classic. My honey likes to pull my tots. I
didn't get it. I'm sorry.
It's creepy that Angela's only storyline is her tots and now lack thereof, according to Michael, and how Michael's going to feel with her having small tater tots. And I'm like, listen, this woman had ginormous boobsies, and
honey,
she still has ginormous boobsies, but
she's still double D. Stop it. That's big.
Triple, I think. You should.
Oh, I thought they said, okay.
You shouldn't let your breasts define you. Okay. I know she was big totted Angela, but the fact that her husband is this obsessed.
That's the only thing.
Body part is weird.
And even the doctor said, your husband has to find something that he loves about Angela. it's either her personality. Okay, maybe that's not it. So once he said that, I went, we're back to the tots. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yes, Angela is funny for real.
She
for
is.
real,
I do love her. I mean, I really do love her.
but she's
I haven't seen her talk to and she didn't really talk to Michael yet. But I didn't see her talk to her grandkids or her daughter. And I thought they'd show that once she's out of surgery and things.
No, not right away. She'll scare the grandkids. She'll be like, they hurt me. It's a lethal injection. They were so rough. My tots are small. The kids don't need to know where's my eyebrows, and her hair is like on top of her head. And the poor nurse or doctor, I think it was a nurse that was pushing her out, was trying to brush down her hair. And I'm like, honey, don't try. Don't try.
It is just, it's fried. It looks like something Pebble Flintstone on acid. I'm not sure, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look. But so she's having a hard time. They're telling her the things, her discharge orders. No pop, no sugar. The nurses is reading this down, and she's just kind of like not sure she's digging all this. I know she's not sure about it. And there's JoJo, she's going, okay, well, Angela, not sure she's gonna go along with this, but I like when she goes to see the doctor the next day, and Angela's upset because she says, I have nothing here. I have nothing here, and my husband's going to be upset. And that's when the doctor said, like we said, well, your husband's going to have to like you for you, not just for your body parts. So poor Angela.
Well, they did call the doctor.
They called Michael,
Mike, and he was like, yep, not what I like. Don't look big enough to pull anymore. Can't ride them. Can't name them. Can't
It's
train
just
them.
sad, isn't it? It's like, oh, stop it.
Very upset. And Angela then soon realized, like, hello, I breathe better. But I love how she's like, it's just my big tots that made it hard for me to breathe, not the carton of Reds I'm smoking a day.
I know, but
having sympathy, we get it. She's addicted to cigarettes. We've all been addicted, but there comes a point where you have to accept the fact that, like, this is really bad for you. You're overweight, you're smoking, you're having these major surgeries. You can't just go light up and drink a Coca-Cola Classic. No one feels bad for you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no,
everyone,
totally.
You're very lucky you get to have this surgery that could save your life. So,
and it will. And this will give her longevity in her life, which I think is wonderful. But she's got to recognize. Come on, girlfriend, you got to recognize, and you got to stand tall and say, no more Jello for me, Mom. And you just have to say, I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to smoke. Sometimes it takes a long time. But you're at a good spot in your life. You're starting to get healthy. Now throw those things away. Throw them away.
You have new boobs. The ciggies are going to ruin your boobs. They're going to ruin your tots, girl.
Because she really does have pretty complexion. She really does. And the cigarettes will bring that out, bring that to a close real quick.
I guarantee she has not stopped smoking.
No, I don't think she has either, honey. But totally Angela, if that's what she wants to do, she is a grown-up. She knows we all know the problems with smoking. It just isn't a thing anymore. I do feel bad for JoJo because she is a dear friend, and she just hangs on there. Nancy saying that too. Poor JoJo. Yes. Having to deal with her. She's a handful. Well, maybe not. Maybe she really is a handful now she's
just a handful instead of a sack of potatoes full. Dream Sketcher says it's extremely painful to lose weight, get active with huge breast stroke. I'm assuming you meant huge breasts. I had 3 pounds removed from each breast. I wasn't that overweight, but couldn't bear the back pain night and day. I imagine
there you go. Absolutely. And some of us, it's just genetics as far as your breasts and the size of them. If they could do it, for me and I wouldn't have to pay for it, and it would be covered under my medical, I would have mine lifted up where I wouldn't have to wear a bra. That to me would be a rush.
Your chin. Well, that's the thing with Angela. The thing about this episode that pissed me off is, like, you just got these new tots. You're about to lose weight. You don't even have to do anything to lose the weight. They're just getting surgery that's going to help you so you don't eat too much and all this. and you get these boobs that you don't even have to wear a bra anymore, and you're still complaining.
Yeah. Is there anything that's going to make you happy, Angela? Because if it is, I'd like to hear about it, and I'd like to hear about it now.
Yes, Leah, that is the best part of quitting smoking is judging smokers. I enjoy that so much.
I see, and I don't. I always find that empathy because
Get your
no, because I was a smoker for a long time, and I've only been off of them. But I shouldn't say only. That's a long time for me, is 7 months. And I'm just going to keep going forward. I absolutely love the idea of not smoking.
Yeah, but we can still hate on Angela because listen, she's getting all this money for being on TV. She's getting all these surgeries.
I know,
she's
honey.
Getting it at a discount and stuff. So we can definitely hate on her. You got to drink some water and you got to quit the cigarettes. Now we'll drop it. Okay, once her stomach is gone, her breasts will look bigger. That's true.
True story. And I like what Dr. Melanie's saying. The book, The Easy Way to Quit or Stop Smoking, has been the answer to so many of my patients. You just, and that's a wonderful thing, but you got to get it in your head that this is a live or die situation and go with it. That's it.
Yeah.
It isn't like, I just cheat every once in a while. There is no such thing. It's like being an alcoholic. You don't have one drink, then you're back, You just don't. It's just get yourself together, rise above this crap and quit. Okay, here we go. So then we go to Elizabeth and Andre.
No, you have to say Andre.
But Libby, oh my gosh. Libby's having a tough time being a stay-at-home mom, still working and taking care of her child. Exactly. She's having a hard time with that, as a lot of people still are during the pandemic, having to work, at home, still care for the children.
And she was like,
she had one day of it and she couldn't handle it. She's having a hard time with it.
Baby stab herself. Like that's how bad she was doing. She was cutting the strawberries and she had the knife. And then she walked away and left the knife there. I'm thinking, this baby's going to grab that knife and shank you, Elizabeth. I mean,
I know. Do you get it? I mean, come on. And now she wants to
remember, this is Andre's baby, Andre. And we don't know what crimes Andre committed in his country, remember? So this baby could have picked up those genes, and all of a sudden she's like, hey mom, you don't know. You don't trust these babies. Don't trust these babies. You've only known her a year. You don't know. What is she, a year, 2 years old? You don't know that baby
She must be two. She must be two because she's walking around and stuff. Libby wants a nanny for the baby. The baby's name is Ellie, darling name. He refuses to bring the baby to anybody besides family, which, I applaud if you're able to do that. Good for you.
Not a lot of people can.
Not a lot of people can. That comes with privilege. That comes with money, and the idea that, of course, nannies are not cheap, but he said to her, how do you know what that nanny's doing? Can you have a camera in every room, even the bathroom? And that just scares the bejeebers out of me, thinking someone could hurt a child, but we read about it all the time. He went to work. I thought, yay, finally, he got a job with her dad. That was just a huge screw up. I mean, her family is so mean to him. They are. They're just mean to him. And I mean, the old man is nice, but then his kids, they really suck. I wouldn't want to work with any of them either. I think they're terrible.
The delightful Charlie, the responsible drinker, great attitude Charlie as your boss?
Oh my God, he's just the worst. And he kept saying, Charlie's not my boss. Chuck is the father. And
Chuck's like a wet fish. He's just flopping around. I don't know who I told what to with my alt-right haircut. Like, Chuck,
I know. Come on. It is. It's very sad. I do get a kick out of that family, though. They're pretty. Who we saw a lot of this time?
Who?
Ronald, who I'm not crazy about Ronald. And what's her name? Tiffany, is it?
Tiffany.
I'm having a hard time with those names. Yeah. But Ronald, we don't see much of Ronald. And all of a sudden we got all this time with Ronald.
South Africa, that Tiffany says it's so dangerous.
Well, and she's not taking her children there. And Ronald is talking to his son. Daniel. The son does not want to move to South Africa, but he's telling him, if my visa is denied, Mom and you kids are going to move to South Africa and live with me. He's saying that. And on the other hand, we got her talking to her sister saying, absolutely not. I am not going to South Africa. And he doesn't know that yet. And the sister and her are going back and forth. And she's saying, you have to be straight up with him. He's an adult. You have to tell him, you don't understand. You don't understand. She tiptoes around him. She doesn't like his anger issues. She's afraid that he's going to fall off the wagon, they call it, and that he's going to go back to drinking and stuff.
Not
Stop
drinking,
it.
Gambling.
Who? Well, I thought it was drinking too.
I don't know. Maybe he's a drinker too, but his main problem, I think, is gambling.
Okay. Can that be a problem?
Yes, Nana, that can be a problem. Don't tell Nana or bcslots.com, but that can be a problem. It can be a problem. No, Ronald has a pretty bad gambling problem from what I remember. So I think she's, worried about anything triggering him. However, this is a very immature way to have your relationship and also to put your son in the middle. I felt really bad because Daniel's talking to him like, no, I don't want to leave. And he's like, no, you're leaving because according to Ronald, he spoke to Tiffany and Tiffany agreed to it, but she's like, I'm just not saying anything. And to have your kids in the middle, it's a really immature and messy situation. And then she's out with their sister at happy hour. Oh, we just celebrated our 2-year and we did lingerie and phone sex. And
I know that I wanted to gag when she's talking about that. I mean, between the two of them, well, they're not that pretty of people. Not that you have to be a pretty person to have sex, but seriously, I don't want to know that she.
Tiffany's very pretty, but
I don't want to know that she had phone sex with this guy. I mean, serious? I just don't. I mean, like, I like her mom. Her mom just comes in and says, I don't want you with him. Where the sister is like, well, you got to work on your marriage and blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Leave them in South Africa and get smarter next time and quit picking these losers.
Yeah, I don't know. Their storyline's pretty messed up. She's just hoping that he's able to get into the country so she never has to address this. But does she forget she's on a television show? So he's going to see that she never had any intention of going there. It's just not going to end well. And this poor little Daniel wants a dad so bad. And now Ronald has, accepted him as his own. I don't know if there's a legal adoption or anything, but now
I don't believe so.
The potential to lose another dad. So it's just
I know.
Bad situation.
Quit bringing these kids into these horrific situations. You know what I mean? If you're that, you want to pick these losers to be with in your lifetime, don't bring the kids along. Stop it.
Well, the problem is they're not only bringing the kids along, they're having kids with them.
I know.
So that's, it's like when we get to Kalani, it's like, I get, she's upset, but
yes,
you didn't just have one kid with him. You had 2, and you knew he was a adult baby the whole time. You were basically putting diapers on Asuelu, yet you still kept procreating with him. So now it's only been 2 years. You already got 2 kids with them, and now you want a divorce? Like, come on. I mean,
well, she's talking divorce, but she's not talking to him about it. She's talking to her father about it. She's talking to her mother about it, her sister about it, but not her husband. If you're having those kind of problems, you have to talk. You have to sit and talk it out. And I know that's very hard to talk to Asuelu because he's not getting it.
Oh yeah, Froyo's like, you make me mad. I walk away. Where's my Froyo? But still, you got to try. You got to try therapy. Do something because her dad isn't wrong. You do have these 2 little kids and you decided to do, I can see 1, but 2 that quickly. I mean, girl, you're going to have to take some time now. You married a fetus. You're going to have to let the fetus develop into a baby and the baby develop into a toddler and the toddler develop into a kid and then the middle school and high school. You got a lot of raising to do as far as Asuelu goes, but you do have to have some patience and also have opened the door with some kind of, therapy or something before you just throw it all away and these kids don't get to see their dad anymore. It's not just about you and your
and that's right. And that's total. That's got to be just so totally. Oh, hello, Tilly. Hi. Totally. Just, breaks your heart for these kids. The dad, I like that he's back in the picture. He took Froyo to the golf course. I thought that was a nice bonding time because they're both from Samoa and they do not believe in the divorce. And what do you think, Terry.
She's just been wanting attention all
She
day today. Well, every day she does, but today especially, she's feeling very sensitive today. So we're just giving her all the
okay, yes,
sensitive
and
love.
I've had those sensitive
Me
days
too.
myself. I understand it, Tilly. But I like to see the dad back. I get a kick out of the dad's beard. I like that little beard with the little,
Oh,
oh, he's got the braid. You don't like that? Oh my God. I think
gross,
that's
Nana. It's gonna
hilarious.
get in your food. It's gonna get in your mouth when you kiss. It's not. It's cut it. Maybe it's some kind of thing that he does
I'm not sure.
culturally, and I don't
Okay.
mean to
I
be
don't know.
disrespectful if that's the thing, but I don't like it. It looks like a wrestler, professional wrestler. Is he wrestling? Why is that there?
I don't know, but there's something about it I like. I don't know why. He looks like one of those, what is it? Papa, Mau Mau. Who did that? Not the Statler brothers, not the Oak Ridge boys. Who did that? Anyway, they look like one of them.
Okay.
Okay. I always got the answers right
You
there.
are
I just
killing it today, Nana. I think
they,
with Kalani, just like Atharella was saying, she's talking about buying a house with Asuelu and then divorce with everyone else. So which
yes.
one of those storylines is a fraud and which
I
one is
know.
the truth? And it's really confusing. And again, I feel like she got what she signed up for and she liked it so much. She had 2 kids with it. So now
Right.
you're going to have to, there's some work that's going to have to be done.
Yes.
You can't just cut and run.
She
And
didn't listen. She didn't listen to anybody else, what they thought, when mom and dad were saying, you really got to work on this marriage. You really got to work on this marriage. And the idea that her dad they took them separately, took her out for coffee and juice and did not side with her and said, wait a minute, divorce? What are you talking about? Yeah. So I like that she got called on it.
Because Kalini, her sister, is more, Kalini's not wrong when she said her sister deserves better. She does. But guess what? She wants Asuelu. She did the 2 kids with Asuelu. So she's not going to get better until they both put in the work on this. And most likely
That's right. That's
she's
right.
not going anywhere. This is more maybe for show. I'm not sure. It's just hard because literally she was just talking about a house and now she's talking about divorce.
They
So
were going to
what is
get
it?
a house together because it's time to leave mom and dad's house because the other sisters moved in. I think all this problem started when she saw Scott in his gray sweatpants. I know that started for me.
Not
So
Scott
maybe
Disick
that
and his
it
great
could have
sweatpants.
been. It could have been. Let's go to Yara and Jovi. Oh my God. They finally get to go out on a date. Whoopee. Um, Yara and Jovi, they're letting Jovi's mom take care of the baby. And, I understand that she doesn't want to just leave the baby and he wants to go, have a honeymoon and all this stuff. Oh, stop it. You're going to be leaving for a couple months again to be working. And before that happens, he wanted to take her out someplace nice to dinner. So that's what they did. And I really like to see that. He asked her though, he's just such a Jovi. He asked her, am I going to get lucky tonight? Oh, shut up. She just had a baby. That's the last thing she's thinking of is to be with you sexually. Stop it.
Sexually.
Pull it back in, come on.
He said, Nana, though, it's been a long time. The last time they did it, there was this big bowling ball in the way. So it was just more for maintenance for him,
Yes.
And then pushing
Yes.
the baby out. He triggered the switch in her baby door that released the Kraken, and then she was able to just have the baby because that's how Jovi thinks. Actually, I have heard people say that, hey, if you're, your first pregnancy and it's taking a little longer,
I don't
go late, like sex it wouldn't hurt to maybe have a little sex, but I feel like male doctors made up that myth.
I do too, and I think a good, hot fudge sundae and a walk around a park or something would do it for you.
Yeah, exercise. I don't know. I've never been pregnant, but I did hear that wiener could help. But I do think it's from male obstetricians. They were trying to push that falsehood, that myth that you're about to stretch 10 centimeters. You're about to see this soon, and you're just like, you know what I need? A good wiener time. And now she's like, no, I'm still going to the doctor. I'm still recovering.
Right.
I mean, what, you got to wait like 6, 8, 12 years till you have sex
About
again?
14, about
14
14.
years? Yeah.
And then by that time, you don't want any more children and you got a teenager on your hands. So run and run and run. He does have some bad news for her, though. He does tell her that he has to leave earlier to go back to work. And then she gets all upset. Why did he have to take that very minute to say that? And she just has to understand, as I'm sure she does, that one of you has to work, and because he's got the type of job that leads him, out of town for a couple months, she doesn't want to be with his family, with his mom, even though his mom's been very good to them and good to her. She just wants Jovi around. Well, honey, that's going to pass too. There's going to be a time you're waving goodbye and packing his lunch and say, can't you stay 3 months, out there working?
I think you should change to working all year. That would be very responsible and good for the baby. Pretty soon we'll be hearing that. But right now, I think if Yara had her family and friends near her, it wouldn't be that difficult.
It wouldn't be that tough. Yes.
But since she doesn't have anyone, she's kind of like,
she's got Jovi's mom. Oh my God, please,
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not your mom. And
no, I know.
No, that would not be the same to me at all. It would not be the same to me at all.
Well, she looks amazing. I'm so excited with this baby, and it shows. And that's so fun to see a new mom so excited about her baby. And she's overprotective, but that's okay.
What'd you think of the onesies? So the grandma brought over some polo onesies, and she said, why not Gucci? Baby's like, why not Gucci? I think that baby deserves some Gucci onesies. Yeah.
Everybody deserves Gucci onesies. Everybody. Right? Everybody now. But he has to work. So Jovi told her it's okay and things will get better. Yeah. So, and it will. And she's still got, your hormones are so messed up after a baby. It takes a while to get back into feeling good about life. How's that? I hope she's not having trouble with postpartum. But with Jovi, I think that's going to be ongoing.
She's got post-Jovi marriage depression.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
You're like, this is going to be my forever. I'm going to forever be tasting Bud Light in my mouth every time I kiss this fool. And I don't get it. I mean, they do think though they do have this dynamic that
they have a
seem
good chemistry.
To like each other. Yeah, they seem to have like this silly thing, and after the baby,
I think so
their
too.
Relationship has gotten a little better, so that's good.
I think so too.
I wouldn't want him, but God bless her for taking him off other ladies' hands.
I know. Oh my God, Jovi is a handful. I think he'll always be a handful. Speaking of handfuls, you can keep him too. Michael and Natalie. Oh my gosh, they're leaving to go see his mother. Natalie, can't you just say, I don't want to go see your mother. I'll stay here and you go see your mother. Seriously. That woman she's not nice.
She's a monster.
Not nice to Natalie.
She's a mommy monster. This whole scene made me sick to my stomach. If you'll let me take the reins on this one, Nana.
I would love for you to, honey. Run with this bad boy.
I was disgusted. Listen. Michael, he's a troll. He's a human troll. Natalie's not the easiest cookie for sure. She's got her issues. She's got a bad attitude, all that stuff. But you signed up for it, Mike. But he has made it his mission to troll her and almost emotionally abuse her and set her up for stuff. And I don't like the way he talks to her. He's so passive aggressive in this one. Got to get her a coffee, and she's just not happy. She's not happy till the afternoon, late afternoon. He's got this fake ass laugh. He waddles around through the airport, and then all of a sudden he sees his mullet and he's like, mommy. And then she shows up with capri pants and then a flannel, and Natalie's nice enough to go, hey, nice shirt. And she's like, what's nice about it? If someone says nice shirt, you say thank you. She has to think of something nice about you. And that's the only thing nice about you was the Target flannel. I have that same flannel. Okay. Get over it. Mommy. They are torturing her. They have something against Russians. They have something against Natalie's from not Ukraine. She's from Russia, right? Or is she from Ukraine? I can't remember. But they have something against Eastern European women or something, because these two are making it a point to torture Natalie at this point. They took her to some place in Oklahoma where her grown man, 36-year-old husband goes, mommy, and licks his birthday candles. And she's surrounded by ceramic piggies and wood clocks, and it looks like she's in a garage sale where nobody's buying, and it's a hot mess, and then chocolate on chocolate, and then puts it down in front of her late at night before bed, knowing she's not a big sweets person.
No,
What's
she's
wrong,
not.
Natalie? You don't like it's too sweet for you? Yeah, she doesn't want diabetes like you and the rest of your family. How hard is that to understand? I feel as, and the mom's like, yeah, she wanted to get aggressive with her. She said last time she wanted to have an altercation. Calm down, mullet. I mean, the worst you could do is cut her with those sharp bangs. You know what I mean? I just think his mom is gross. And I think that him going, mommy, and her antique baby crib, that looked like a murder trap. That looks like she's a baby serial killer. It was so scary. Don't put a baby in. She got it at a garage sale. Babies don't belong in antique cribs anymore, right? I mean, what is
not at all? The safety
deal?
standards, everything has changed so much. You don't go to sell a crib. I don't care if it's 10 years old. Things have changed. So garage sale where nobody's buying that. Oh, that was good. I like that. None of your business. I like that.
So disturbed by this.
Those piggies.
No, everything, Nana. Just the way his mom interacts, how he interacts with his mom, and like they're doing it more so they're laying it on extra thick to F with Natalie. They can't just listen. If your son doesn't want to be married to her, then just get rid of her. But I feel like at this point they're torturing her. It's like a Saw movie. Walking into Mullet Mommy's house was literally like a Saw movie. It's a torture fest. Natalie was trying her best, just going, well, why pigs?
She was.
Why not? I love it. Well, really,
I love pigs. Okay. I liked a few of them, a few in a little grouping would be cute. No. Yes, a few in a little grouping.
For a grandma, sure. A cute grandma can have that. Love it. But this was just really.
This was too much because it was in every room. It was in every room.
All of this. That's not an inheritance. That's a hoarding situation that you got to call in TLC again to go, hey, my mom passed away and she left all this shit here she thinks is inheritance. Can you call, what do you call those big trash bins? Or
yes, absolutely. Yes,
and then
the dumpsters.
Over the bed, like Nancy's saying, it's like mommy's special boy bed or something. I don't know. It said something super creepy. I just don't. What year is Mike's mom living in? Why is she so mean? I understand you wouldn't like her because her and your son, they don't have a good marriage, but your son is a big part of the problem. So the fact that she's now lifted her large son up, like and put him on a pedestal, like he's done no wrong, and she wants to kill or get an altercation with Natalie.
That was very mean, very mean. And Natalie, didn't she look nice this time without all the makeup? She was just really fresh face, and I thought she looked really pretty, and I felt really bad for her. But I really have lost interest in those two. But I liked seeing the mom's house. I really did like seeing mom's house, only because when you first pull up, it looks like it's going to be a nice home. And the minute you walk in and she's got all these damn pigs all over, piggy banks. And then, like you said, those clocks were really popular in 1977. And they had the real shiny veneer on them. And they look like a log that was cut and stuff. We had one in the living room. Do you remember that one as you're going out
I do.
on 6th Street? And it was
have like a vintage cool feel of your house if you have one.
Yes.
She had like 7.
I know.
And every part of the wall was taken up. And he said, it's looking good in here, mommy. And she said, I'm not done yet. You were done 16 blocks ago and 32 pigs ago, lady. I don't know what she's talking about, Nan. But then I looked at the mirror. So in the bedroom, she's like, here's your bedroom. And then had that mommy sign over the bed. Like we said, like mommy's little boy bed. And the house isn't a whole house without mommy or some weird thing so that they can't procreate or have sex. If she wants to use the vintage baby death crib, she definitely shouldn't put that sign up because they're not going to be able to procreate because she's going to be looking up like, God, mommy's here. But I looked at the room, she put them in, and she didn't even Windex the damn mirror on the dresser. It was full, an inch thick of dust.
Lots of dust in that house. I saw that. That kind of made me like, not so sure I like that. I'll tell you why pigs, so she can always look at them and think of her little baby son, Michael. Yes, Dr.
Dr.
Melanie, thank
Melanie,
you so
yes.
much. $9.99. That's very nice.
For real
Um,
though. They both waddle and they both just walk
they
over a
do
table.
too.
Let's celebrate our birthday together. Mikey and Mommy's birthday. It's freaking creepy. She has now taken on serial killer from SK Betty because SK Betty's not even being SK. Now she has enlisted the help of another young girl who was friends with him in high school. Sure, we'll buy that storyline. And now she's
know.
doing the dirty work for SK
Yeah.
Betty, but we still have Mike's creepy mom and her creepy $5.99 Ralph's chocolate cake. Can you write Mikey and Mommy? What? He went from mama to mommy.
God.
That's how I know they're trolling Natalie at this point. They're doing this shit on purpose.
And
it's not right now.
I hope she leaves. I hope she gets out of there.
Run.
Yeah, she should have a long time ago, but there was no place to run because of the pandemic. Everything was shut down. She couldn't even get back to her home,
And 2 flat pillows, Nana, in the bedroom.
Oh, I know.
2 inches of dust, pigs everywhere.
You're having company. You're having your family over. Clean it up.
She only has company in the backyard where she buried the bodies. I bet she's like a serial pig killer or something. Do you know what I mean? Like she likes the pigs, but every pig she drives by the farms in Oklahoma and stuff, and then she kills the pigs and then she buries. It's something creepy, you guys. It's kind of like the B2K. Allegedly. I'm just saying this woman.
Allegedly.
Creepy.
Do we have that little thing that goes across? Allegedly. Oh my God, we had to use that so often.
I just couldn't even with this woman and the mommy and Big Mike going, yeah, mommy, this looks nice, mommy. It's our birthday, mommy. And it was so creepy. And I'm sure Natalie's not going to eat much while she's there because SK mommy is going to be mullet mommy might poison her. She might poison her.
Allegedly. I wouldn't trust her. I would not trust her. I thought maybe mom was going to, step it up and try to be a good mother-in-law and be more welcoming, but she has gotten just more than cringy. I hope she gets out of there alive. Natalie, I hope you get out of there alive, baby.
I get that she didn't want them to get married. Fine, whatever.
Well, whatever. Now, they're married. Get over it. Okay? They're married. Get over it, Mom. Get over it. And you did mention Brandon and Julia. Oh wait, my God.
I have to talk about that. Okay. That was crazy. The mouth breathing on these two. When Mike was sitting there, he couldn't blow out his candles because he was their mouth breathers, Mom. They don't close their mouth. And you could hear it in the microphone. My mommy's birthday. Like you could hear his mouth breathing. And then she's like, I like pigs. Why are you asking about my shirt? And it's like, we have lots of questions. Why are you wearing half pants? Why do you have so many things? Why do your bangs start in the back of your head? We have a lot of questions. Don't be surprised, Mommy, when people come wanting answers because your life doesn't make sense. Your son's life doesn't make sense. I mean, and then the fact that she's asking her, what, don't you want to get a job? I can't even mouth breathe.
I was just going to say that.
And then she's, how about translator? And Natalie's like, well, I'll admit Natalie's a sharp talker. Like when she says stuff,
Yes.
She's not doing it like a Minnesota nice type way where you're like, oh, how I would have said it probably is just like, I've actually thought about that, but I'm not really interested. I kind of want to follow my dreams, the way it's phrased. But Natalie, we have to remember English is her second language. She's very sassy anyways. And she was like, I think I should be able to live my dreams. Don't you think? And then the mom's like, I don't like that. I don't like people living their dreams. And then Mike's like, and they're just inhaling this Albertsons $2.99 chocolate cake with Mommy and me. This was the creepiest scene I have yet to see. This is more creepy than red-faced Ron carrying lasagna to the swamp. This is the creepiest
that was creepy
I've ever seen.
I remember that very well. But you're right. I was surprised that he couldn't blow out the candles. And how the hell many candles were on there? How old is he?
They were trying to burn Natalie's face off.
Oh my God.
He placed it just where he was blowing. It was blowing. The flames were blowing right at Natalie's face. Him and his mom are in on this together. Natalie run. run, call the police, do something
Run.
because you're going to be a Dateline episode, girl. They are going to get
Oh,
you.
it's
She
so
was like,
sad.
come to my house. And there was no one out there. It's in
Oh
the
my
middle of
God.
nowhere.
It is weird. It's really weird because she was just saying she doesn't want to live in the country anymore. She wants the city. She wants more of a city life. And it's like Mike doesn't care about her feelings, and the mom certainly doesn't.
No, Natalie doesn't want to live next, in the middle of the woods with her only friend's Tamara, and they live in the manufactured home with one recliner and a cat that hates her. However, I do think she should be nicer to the cat. Dr. Melanie says, Mike and Mullet are determined to torture Natalie. How about her taking her to a butcher shop? That's what I'm saying. They're messing with this chick constantly. I hope Natalie blocks her. I hope she grabs one of them steaks and is just like, I'm going to stop being a vegan for a second. I'm going to touch this meat, and just slaps her mom with a T-bone. Because that's just cruel at this point. She's a vegan.
It is. It's like, come on.
And she's very open about how she doesn't like
meat
and want her husband to eat meat, and how much this is like become her thing. And that's fine if you don't like it, but your son married it. So to just put her in that situation, it's such a creepy dick move. It's so creepy.
Know what your guests want. Isn't that nice? Know what your guests want.
And are you getting attacked by birds?
No, did you hear the birds up there?
Yes, it sounds like the movie Birds. Like, I think it's Mullet Mommy sending her. She's got witchy poo powers, and she's sending the crows after you.
We do have some really active birds in the trees out here.
What are they doing? Killing each other? Having intercourse? What's going on?
It's none of my business.
Oh my God. Thank you, Miss Sia, for the super chat. Thank you for the laughter this evening, Joleen and Nana. You are so welcome. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. That's so nice. I really do don't have a lot of empathy for this couple.
Like you're gonna get murdered at any second. It sounds so close to like.
Did you want me to roll the window?
Careful. Maybe.
Oh, honey, do you want me to roll the window? I can shut the window. It's just so warm in here because here's Nana. I was so excited about having a $92 Excel energy bill. And that is electric and gas. That's a nice cheap bill per month. So I didn't put the air on yet. So I'm just sweating.
Oh, I don't want you to sweat. Feel free to open it back up. As long as you have a line of defense between you and those angry ass birds. I mean, those are some angry birds, angrier than that damn game.
They don't seem. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to just kind of open it up again.
Those are angry, Nana.
Okay,
and
they're not. They're just,
That I've heard that some animals can see demons. What do you got to tell us, Nana?
I think it's just because we are talking about Mike and his mother. His
mom. She morphed, or what do you call that? She transformed into a crow, and
what are those things called? Transformers. Billy used to like those, and then okay. Anyway, so we're done with them, and we hope you get out alive, Natalie.
Save yourself. Now I know why she didn't waste good eyeliner on this trip. For what? The pigs? The mullets?
Honey, she is crying herself to sleep. You don't want all that makeup going down her face. I would be crying myself to sleep. I would just want to get out of there so bad.
How dirty. If her mirror is this thick with dust and she knew company was coming over, can you imagine how gross? It's probably got the mildew in the tile when she goes and takes her night shower.
Honey, I was just going to say, if you're sitting on that toilet, you better clean it first. I would not be putting my butt on anything toilet wise there. I would just be,
I bet you she doesn't. Oh, she's one of those people that doesn't scrub. It's got the lines down. You ever go to those people's houses?
Yes. It's just like, come on, people. You know people were coming over. Why can't you clean it up?
Been to someone's house that have like the black stains in the toilet?
That's gross. That's just gross.
Have you been over to someone's house like that?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I haven't been anywhere. Like I said, it took me, I haven't even seen my sister since August, face to face.
In your life. Yeah. In your life, have you?
Well, I suppose.
You need to be friends with more comedians, because I know so many comedians.
Oh, okay.
And we'd go to their place. I'd be like, what the heck? It looked like someone was killed in their toilet. And I'm like, why? Why little bit of Comets and Clorox.
Scrubbing. Anything. Come on. Those toilet brushes are pretty cheap. $3.99 at Target. Super cheap.
Thank you.
Speaking of
shapeshifters, that's what
shapeshifters. Now look at the birds have quieted down. We'll just talk mellow. Maybe they didn't like The
Talking
sign says
about
something like
mullet
mom is
mommy.
home and home is mom. Ooh. Speaking of
Ooh,
shapeshifters, what did we call that? I'm sorry.
shapeshifters. Yep.
Yes, speaking of that, Brandon and Julia go to a
Oh,
place with only beer. She was
oh.
so disgusted with him because he says, well, it was just, I mean, I really thought they were going to have a full bar. I don't like beer. I don't like beer. How many times did she say she doesn't like beer? Well, then don't
She
have a beer.
she is getting on my nerves. So, I mean, I thought I
Oh,
was gonna love Julia. And
no, I
let me
don't love
tell
her.
you, after the reunion, now into this season,
No.
these two are so immature, and it totally makes sense why she's
Oh,
with him
yes.
because she is just so immature.
I know she's just as bad as he is. She wouldn't let him go and visit with his friends. Okay.
Do you believe that
Another
was his friend, or was that done by
that was
production
that was a
or
setup.
Betty? Yeah.
No, that was a setup, honey. She didn't know anything about him, and he didn't know anything about her. And Julia is so jealous of what, honey? Of what? There's nothing to be jealous about. Nobody else wants Brandon. Trust me on this.
The girlfriend that they met up with, her boyfriend was cute.
He
And
was
he's a lot
adorable.
cuter than what's his face? What's his name again? Brandon. I want to call him
Brandon.
Michael too. A lot cuter than Brandon. And then she
Yes.
was like, oh, look how long she got ready. She put some curls in her hair, Julia. I mean, you got a winged eye. So everybody's trying here. I mean, give me a break. She was like, oh, she dressed up. She wore a jean jacket with a little bit. The girl
I
was a cutie, and
know.
it could have been a friend to you. It really could have. Why?
She needs a friend. She really needs a
Ugh.
friend. But this one doesn't know how to be a friend. She will not have any friends. And they won't be women that are close to Brandon because she is
No.
just too jealous.
This is
Um,
so true, Nana. Nancy saying Brandon looks more and more like his mom every episode. When they were
yes.
sitting at the brewery
Yes, that's
and
true.
they were talking, I was like, oh my God, that's Betty. That's Betty with a wiener. That's Betty. It was weird.
Betty with a wiener.
It was
Wow.
weird. He looks nothing like red-faced Ron, but everything like Betty. It's
Oh,
scary.
I know, and I wanted to like one of these people in here. I really did. I wanted to either like Julia or Brandon, one of them. I mean, serious. Julia has just gone off the deep end with this jealousy. It's ridiculous.
I
If
agree
she's,
with
uh,
Ron here, Nana. Brandon and Julia are so boring. They make me miss Ron and Betty. I almost would
yes,
rather
thank you,
watch the
Ron.
show
I totally agree with that. I totally agree
about
with that. The
Ron and Betty
swingers. I
than
would
I
much,
would Brandon and Julia.
yes.
I mean, they're so ridiculous. How long are you going to live at the farm now? At this point, you can't
Oh,
get a freaking apartment. Are you
it's
saving
time.
really
It's
for a
time.
house?
It's time they get out of there. The idea that she stormed off, but that girl was pretty funny because she's saying, "Are you just here to get the green card?" Who? No one would say that. That's just mean. That's
They
mean.
set it up like she did it because Julia was being rude to her. So she's like, all right, I'm going to pull out the big guns. Well, we're worried about our friend. We're worried you're just going to leave him once you have your visa. And you guys probably rushed into this because it seemed very forced that she said this. So it was either there was a longer
Yes.
conversation that wasn't shown and she just got tired of it and was like, all right, I'm going guns blazing. Or this is heavily, heavily edited and set up to where, all right, you have to stir up Julia's jealousy even more and make sure you say they jumped into it, which they did.
It was so bad, especially when she told Brandon, "Bring me home." I would have said, "Bring your own self home." I'll get a ride with my friends. You go ahead.
Why did they even go meet? Because she didn't even want to meet her in the first place. So why would they even go?
Oh, I don't know.
It was so set up,
because she didn't want him to go alone because he was meeting with a girl. I mean, there are some scary things there, and she's just. I'm sorry. Atharella saying, am I saying that right? I always say that wrong. Julia was cuckoo bananas, but she isn't there for the green card. I don't believe she is either.
She's not. She likes this dude. She thinks other people want to sleep with this guy. She's cuckoo bananas to the point where she thinks people are getting lady boners for Brandon, aka Betty's.
Nobody
twin.
is getting a lady boner for Brandon. He is crazy.
Gross.
Cray.
Anna,
what was
get out of the comments. Get out of the comments. I'm going to turn your comments off.
No, don't.
I know, but you're like, your mouth breathing.
Okay. All right. Well, when she said, bring me home, and he got up and he kind of looked at his friends like he didn't say anything, but it was kind of like, sorry,
Yeah.
clunk, clunk, clunk back out there. He was totally embarrassed. He should have been. I was embarrassed for the two of them. At least let him finish his beer. He didn't even get to finish a beer before she went off. So
Nana, read Legally Leah's comment.
Brandon gives me clitoral ED. Can I say that? What is clitoral ED?
Like erectile dysfunction, but like
oh,
he gives everybody that. He gives everybody that.
Legally, Leah, I love it. I'm sorry I didn't catch it right away. I'm just not as fast tonight. And none of your business saying I get why Julia was pissed, but she could have handled it better. Why not just say you aren't feeling well and go home? You didn't have to make a big thing about that. You didn't have to stomp off. Nobody wants to see that. If you want to act 14, act 14, but you two shouldn't have gotten married.
Like Master Blackjack saying that setup didn't work like Hannah and Ziad bit, because when Hannah and Ziad, so then when Hannah shows up and Ziad and she's like, hey, I know a trucking company, and Rebecca's like, what? Yes, slut. It's like she doesn't want your husband doesn't even understand what's going on. That worked because it was actually her daughter's friend.
He's all excited.
Well, this is like Brandon's like, hey, I haven't talked to you in 9 years since we graduated high school, but oh, hey, I'm on a TV show now. You didn't even know about that. You don't know anything about us. Like Julia said early on, she goes, I've never heard of this woman before. And if they're married and they dated before that and you've never heard of his good friend, it isn't his good friend.
Well, they didn't date before. He kept saying that they were just friends.
Well, whatever.
That came to the farm though. She got to
no.
meet
I'm
Betty
talking
and Rod.
about him and Julia. If this girl and him are good friends, as he says they are, he would have mentioned her to Julia at time. Oh, my friend Bloobity Blah, or at one time. And he's like, I've never heard of this woman. So this was definitely a big setup. And again, Julia is crazy jealous to the point of hopefully it'll tame with age because she is very young. But honey, nobody wants that.
I know. I mean, nobody wants to live under that microscope, that jealousy. Jealousy doesn't work for anything or anybody. It just doesn't. No, either you trust the person or you don't. You either get the $2.99 cake or you don't.
Either put the tracker on his phone, his car, check his emails.
Or you don't.
Or you don't. You got to pick your poison. All right. I choose to be like, if you're going to go out there and cheat, God bless. I don't have time to be tracking everything. I'm more concerned about me. You know what I mean?
And it is all about you. There you go. There you go, honey. I brought you up well, Danielson. Elizabeth and Andre, we can go back to them for just a minute. Andre.
Elizabeth is hurting herself to go, Andre.
They are going to see his immigration attorney. She just puts it out there. She says, your green card's going to expire. You might have to get, I didn't understand this. Why would he need DNA? I didn't understand that part of it. Did you understand that?
What are you talking about now?
It said might have to get DNA. We'll get a letter to prove he has a job. What was the DNA? What did I fall into a false sleep?
You did. Well, you're gonna make it an Ask Nana.
Yes, good job, Nana. Good
Thanks.
Job.
So proud of you. I'm ready for Jeopardy. Okay, Joleen, what is a pussy?
All right. The DNA was a DNA test. Like they're going to have to get a test to prove he's the father, like Maury. You are not the father. You are the
really?
Father.
Is that why?
Yes.
Well, I thought, why would they need that? I mean, to prove he's the father of the baby.
No, because after you're in America for enough time, your DNA changes. Your double helix becomes a triple helix. And there's an American flag that forms up the middle with the stars and stripes. And then they know you are proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And it sings to you. There's a test you can take. And if you're not meant for this country, it doesn't sing that. It sings, oh, Canada. And then you got to go up north.
Okay, I get it now. I
Yeah.
thought, what does this have to do with the price of right?
What
I
is
just
the
didn't.
DNA.
I said,
What?
what is this DNA business? What's that? Oh, because of the baby. Oh, for
You
the love
are
of.
the father. And
I didn't watch enough of Maury. I guess I didn't watch enough of Maury.
she's saying, the lawyer is saying that they're making it so hard now,
Okay.
where you have to like have a stack this much proving all of this in order to
Wow.
get your tenure to permanent
Wow.
status. So
And the attorney is telling them just to be honest, even though he does have something in the back shadows about something that he's done and something that
something he
it-
wouldn't do for the
police department.
investigator when he was an investigator in his country, and that's gonna. So maybe he did a little, and he was like, "Well, I'm not gonna go that far," and then he left. But he's hidden it well enough. But it's at a point now where they're just teasing us with this. What is it,
I don't
Andre?
think it is anything. I really don't.
Oh,
If they find something, he can be deported. Now that I was so worried about that DNA business. I thought, what the hell is that about? I mean, no, I thought they were okay. I just didn't understand. The fake storyline should be that he's not the father. I would die. I love it.
seriously.
I
And
love
it's
it.
Charlie's. No, that's not right because that's her brother. That's her brother, Nana.
That's
You
not
shouldn't
pretty.
make jokes like that, Nana. That's not nice. Don't
That's
do
not
that.
nice. That's as bad as slut shaming. So the fake storyline should be that he's not the father. I love that. I think Rowan, I think that's would be so hilarious. Ellie
It's
and
clear the little girl is
Andre.
so cute and she looks just like her dad. It's so obvious
Yeah.
that that's who the dad is, but it's just that is how much information that they need or whatever. We don't even know.
I
It's
hope they
90
don't.
days. So
I
we
hope they
don't
don't
know.
have any more children. I hope they just have the one that they can concentrate on.
But we don't know if this is for real or not. We don't know if this is just for storyline and they
Well,
hired
that's
this
true
lady.
too.
We did see her 3 years ago, but we don't know now if they paid. We don't know anything. So apparently the super secret, like your super sweet 16, Andre's got a super secret that the drunk
just don't believe
family,
that.
Elizabeth's drunk family, has been trying to get out of him. And he's like, I've hidden it. I buried it. I buried
know.
it so deep in the
I
ground.
buried
You'll
it
never
so
find
good no one will ever
put
find
it
it.
next to where I'm going to put Charlie next time he pops off at the mouth, or I'm going to put
I
your
like
dad in
that.
his alt-right haircut. So, I mean, where I'm going to put all the
I like
cabinets I have
that
to
very
tear
much.
down.
That's funny. That would be good. So, I mean, we kind of went, I think we went through everyone and everything on this one. I do like this. Once we got started with the Beverly Hills and stuff, I still like 90 Days. You know, I mean, I like my Beverly Hills girls and I like the new girls and things like that. And I like the idea of doing two a week with you. That's exciting to me again. I'm wrapping it up. That's what I'm.
Okay.
That's what this is called.
God.
Wrap it up. So we were going to talk about Who's Dead with Nana.
I still need I need a little switcher thing. Of
It's
visuals.
okay. Instead of that, because we only had
Oh.
Charles Grodin. We only had Charles Grodin that I could see.
Charles Grodin.
He was in Beethoven, and he's one of those actors that you see in a lot of movies. But to know him, just to you're going to look him up. That's good. But he's he was a lot older than I thought he was.
Oh, I remember
in
him
the
in
80s.
stuff.
Do you remember?
Lots of
Yeah,
stuff.
he was in a lot of stuff. I thought he was in Dave,
Dog
but I was wrong.
movie. Beethoven.
Beethoven. That was so cute. That was a cute show.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. There was another one that I really liked that he was in. But instead of talking about the dead people, because he was the only one I could find, I thought maybe we'd wish Bob Dylan a happy 80th birthday.
Okay.
And this is his birthday today, May 24th, 1941. His real name is Robert Allen Zimmerman. He moved to Hibbing at age 6 and was born in Duluth. And here, all this, because, Minnesota, he's a Minnesota guy. I always thought he was born in Hibbing.
He was.
And no, he was born in Duluth. Dad looked all this up for me. And he moved to Hibbing at age 6. There he is, Bob. Oh, Bob, we hardly knew you.
Like a rolling
The best.
stone.
The best. Dad, he's 5'7". He's 139 pounds. Bob, I wish I was.
Dad did your research. Is that what
Dad
you're saying?
did this research.
So
it was
Papa
so cute.
researched He's 5'7", and he still is 130 pounds.
39 pounds.
Wow, that's my
Marital
goal weight.
status, he is single. He's had 2 marriages. One to Sarah Dillon, another one to Carol and Dennis. So yeah, he won a Nobel Prize for literature, but didn't pick it up or deliver the lecture as required to receive the money for that. He also received a Medal of Freedom from President Obama. He had a lot of, he didn't really get into a lot of those award type things. So exciting. His repertoire, the idea, his songs. I mean, so many people took his songs and they made hits out of them too. He went to the festival. When he went to electric guitar, he got booed off the stage. That was in the Newport. He got booed off
He was
stage.
a folk singer, and how dare you have an electric
How
guitar?
dare he get an electric?
Everybody
must get
stoned.
I know that's a good mantra. But if not for you, number 7 for Olivia Newton-John, It Ain't Me, Babe. The Turtles did it, and they got a number 8. Mr. Tambourine Man, the Birds did it and hit number 1 with it. So just Quinn the Eskimo. Does anybody remember Quinn the Eskimo? I want to say 1968. I was in 8th grade. Manfred Mann did it, and Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. Joan Baez made that a number 1 for her. So other people used his music. He is just an icon. I'm very proud to say I'm from Minnesota, and that Bob Dylan is. I wish he would come back to Minnesota, but I don't believe that he will. I mean, that was then, this is now, but 1941, that was a good year. And happy birthday, Bob.
Wow. What a tribute, Nana.
Thank you. Dad helped me, and he's so good about it. I says, I love it. NPR said Bob Dylan sold his catalog for a good cause. That doesn't surprise me, his catalog of music. That doesn't surprise me. I think he's a very charitable person. The years that he was being, coming up, I think people cared more about each other than maybe they do now. He's just, he's fantastic. Okay. So.
Well, that is very nice. And yeah, he's definitely, I know Rowan's saying that I'm 5'7" as well. And that would be my goal weight, would be 140 pounds.
Bring it on. Oh, honey, bring it on.
But it's been a very long time. So Bob definitely has a lot of goal weights here. Look at him. We got pictures of him here and his cuckoo hair. And
he introduced pot to the Beatles. So, you gotta love him. Yeah. First time the Beatles ever smoked pot was with Bob Dylan.
Really?
So little things like that. He's just, I don't know. He's just an icon. That's all I got to say. And I can't believe he's 80 years old. That just means that I'm getting older as we are.
Johnny Cash.
I know. Isn't that fabulous? Isn't that fabulous?
Wow.
I mean,
How
he
much
really
older was Johnny Cash than him? Quite a bit, I assume.
It's surprising. I think the country western singers, because the way they wore their hair, they appeared older than what they were. I don't know. Do you think there'd be about 10 years difference? Look at George Harrison. I didn't
know who that was at the time.
Oh, yes. He's such a hot Beatle.
Well, George Harrison himself was very philanthropic. So Bob Dylan makes sense that they would partner up.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And
cuties.
Rowan saying Nana loves drugs. Yes. Aren't they wonderful? I mean,
she loves it. Who's he here with, Nana? Who's this person?
I do not know. That's really good question, honey. I do not know any of those
hippies,
in there.
All these nanas.
I know it does. It reminds me of the open air concerts at open air concerts at Midway Stadium. Love that.
What we call outdoor concerts.
Yeah, open air. But yeah, just a fabulous man. And
how many times do you see him in concert? Who's this?
3. I've seen him 3 times. Well, this is George Harrison in the middle, and I don't know who's off.
Bob Dylan.
Oh my God, it is. I'm so sorry.
Oh, he's with Van Morrison.
Oh my
and
God,
Robbie
I am
Robertson.
so sorry. I did not see that. Oh, for God's sakes, his hair really did get long. He looks hot.
Do you know who Robbie Robertson is?
No, Dad would know. I do not know.
Of the band.
Oh, the band. Yes, they sang Up on Cripple Creek. She mends me when I get a leak. Yeah, the band. Okay, and the band also was with Dylan for many years as his backup.
Dylan speaks at Mariposa Folk Festival on Toronto's Olympic Island in 1972. This is who those people are. So
okay, yeah, he's got all this. I mean, Dad had so many of the Dylan's hits he has down here. Mr. Tambourine Man, I Shall Be Released, All Along the Watchtower, everyone one after another.
What about
just
Hard
like
Rain?
a woman. Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
Positively 4th Street. Lay Lady Lay. Oh, now tell me who didn't make out to that song? Hello.
Red, white, and blue. People shifting in their feet. People sleeping in their shoes. Do. What's that? Keep on rocking in the free world. Is that Neil Young?
No. Yeah, that's
Bob
Neil
Dylan?
Young. That's Neil Young. But
Never
that's all right. I like that. We
Couldn't
love our Neil Young. But just the most wonderful.
He attends a bat mitzvah for one of his sons at the Western Wall in Jerusalem in 1983.
There's just so much. I got so excited. Is that Tom Petty or am I wrong?
Tom Petty.
It is Tom Petty. Yeah.
Look at these iconic photos they pulled up on CNN Entertainment.
I know.
Oh, him and the boss.
Bruce.
Is that the Bruce?
There's Bruce. Bruce.
Do they call him the boss?
Yes,
Bruce
they
Springsteen?
did.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you a Springsteen fan?
I mean, there was so much to choose from back then that, yeah, he was hot, needless to say. He was very talented, but Lay Across My Big Brass Bed. Yes, Dempsey. Nothing like Lay Lady Lay.
Look at the Pope.
That's something.
James Brown and then the Pope. I'd be more excited to meet James Brown, but the Pope's pretty cool.
Oh,
he performed for Pope John Paul II.
Isn't that fabulous?
Is
Just think of the people that he has touched with his music.
Look at the Clintons here, and then some other people. Is that the Kennedy Center?
Yes.
Soy Bomb. Oh, I think I remember this.
You kind of remember that when
Dylan performs Lovesick alongside his performance artist Michael Portnoy at the 1998 Grammy Awards. Portnoy had been hired as part of the background dancers for the performance, but his shirtless interruption was not planned and he was carted off stage. Oh gosh.
Isn't that something? But I think, the idea that when he went to an electric guitar and got away from more of the folk, people did not like that. They called him a traitor.
Wow.
They booed him off stage. The idea that this person would be booed off stage. Well, look there's John Glenn too. He got the Medal. Is it the Medal of Freedom? I believe it is. Yes. Yeah.
Are you sure is it John Glenn or is it the other guy?
No, it's John Glenn.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's John Glenn. Let's see. Does it say on there? It's so small, I can't read that.
It says Dylan receives the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama in 2012. I remember, in college listening to Bob Dylan and my world opening up because he captured something about this country that was so vital, Obama said. So it doesn't say. I would think it might be the other guy.
No, trust me.
Who was the other guy, just for fun? Gus was no, what's his name? Buzz Lightyear. No, is that just Toy Story?
For the luck. Buzz Aldrin? Was it Buzz Aldrin? Okay. Yeah, there's Buzz Lightyear. I'm not the only one that says some really effed up things on this program.
Well, I'm your daughter. I mean, obviously, if you're saying effed up stuff, so am I. I thought it really was Buzz Lightyear.
Godspeed, John Glenn. Godspeed.
John Glenn. Oh my gosh.
That is, it would be John Glenn, honey, because I just, the idea that we were young when Dylan was producing his music and stuff, and there's a lot of times that I've seen him that, we our tickets were so bad that you couldn't even understand anything that he had to say because we were way back.
You were high. You're on shrooms.
I never did.
It was
shrooms.
like underwater Nana on acid. It's Bob Dylan concert.
No, there Harriet Island. I saw him. It was a fabulous, and they had a big Ferris wheel, and I was on the Ferris wheel watching Bob Dylan. It doesn't get better than that. It just
Were you high?
It doesn't get better than that. It just doesn't. Okay. It just doesn't.
Well, happy birthday, Bob Dylan, you damn icon. Oh my gosh. Just the same day we're hearing about this. Did you hear about, speaking of news, Sinead O'Connor, speaking of icons in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
I
Sinead
didn't.
O'Connor
What did
came out with some, in her book or some story or something, claim against Prince.
Oh,
She
you know
says
what?
he got violent during a pillow fight. And I was like, what? What, Sinead? What?
You know what, Sinead, once seriously, she was the one that got on Saturday Night Live and ripped up the Pope's picture and threw it up. Okay.
But it was something along the lines of they did a pillow fight. I think she was at Paisley
Park. Okay.
She's alleging he put something in the pillow that was harder, and that some kind of chase ensued on a highway or so. I don't know. It just seems really
okay.
Sinead,
you're yesterday's news and nobody cares. Okay. How's that?
I was just looking at the story earlier and I'm like, what is this woman saying?
No, did she let her hair grow back? I liked her bald.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to find who.
Just like a woman.
Just like, yeah. She's claiming that he was a violent abuser of women. Everything we need to know about the allegations against Prince. This is.
You know what? Take it someplace else. Take it to somebody else. We don't care. You are speaking garbage about Prince. So,
okay, well, glad we could have a conversation about that.
We're not having any conversation about that because she's full of it. Unless
it's his birthday. Thought it was Who's Dead. Nana said we're not doing Who's Dead today because it's a holiday. It's Bob Dylan's birthday, and we're remembering iconic Minnesota artists like Dylan and Prince. So there you go.
And isn't that exciting that little Eloise is Nate's daughter? Nate and Ashley's daughter was born on Bob Dylan's birthday, so I think that's very nice.
She's gonna share a birthday forever with Bob Dylan.
That's right. Amazing. Life is good. I appreciate you guys joining us tonight. It's been a long couple days. I just been out in the sun and doing all the plants, and I haven't lost one plant this year. I'm pretty excited about that. I suppose I won't know that I lost it until I go looking for them, but so far everything is going well with the tomatoes and the peppers, and I did some squash, and I think I got to go get a few more things, and then we'll have a nice garden.
Well, isn't that just
special
for Nana's giant bush and Nana's giant garden and Nana's, we love it.
And we want to just do a shout out to Bonnie. Bonnie, we hope you get well soon and are back with us.
I know. I know who passed away. My old therapist passed away.
No.
Yeah, I just found out.
How old?
She was in her 70s. Yeah.
Oh, that's not old, honey, when your mom's going to be 67.
I didn't say it was old. I didn't say it was old. I said in her 70s.
Oh, I thought I heard old. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so that was sad to get that email. So my thoughts.
That's very sad.
She was my Phoenix therapist for years.
And I know see, that is sad when you. Did I meet her?
You went to her house. Yeah.
Oh, that one?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I've only had so many therapists now. That one? I had the one you made me go to in high school. I had one in my 20s early. Then I had this one.
Yeah, she was so nice.
One who ghosts me.
I want to say, is her name Mary? No. Was her name Mary?
It was Wendy.
Wendy. I can't believe it. She wasn't that old.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, it was sad. It was all of a sudden because I knew they had put her on hospice, but yeah.
So. Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah, there's crazy allegations coming out against our beloved Prince. We don't know, but yes,
I don't.
Legally,
I'm sorry.
We know how you feel, and I apologize for even bringing that up, not knowing you're here because again, It's
I am not
always
believing it. If you're out there and you're famous and people can just take pot shots at you at any given moment, it isn't fair once you've passed that you can't stand up for yourself and say, yes, this is true, or no, this isn't true. So I do not believe you, Sinead. I was going to say
you can't even
Twain.
say your name.
No,
It's just
say my
I
name,
just
say my
thought-
name, say my name. I can't stand
It's
it.
not
No.
Destiny's Child. I just thought it was strange that it was a pillow fight gone wrong. It started it allegedly. I was like, this is interesting.
Is she saying that she had something with Prince? A sexual relationship?
I don't think she's
All
saying
right.
that. She's basically saying that she was at his house and she redid his song "Nothing Compares to You," and because the late pop icon famously wrote O'Connor's biggest hit, the 1991 heartbreak epic "Nothing Compares to You." Prince wrote it, which spawned an equally indelible music video. In various interviews over the past few decades, O'Connor has made it clear that the pair never got along, with the singer occasionally referencing a violent incident at Prince's house. So she expanded on the alleged encounter, during an interview with the New York Times recently, which profiled O'Connor ahead of the release of her forthcoming memoir, which, it's always kind of,
it's sketchy when they can
when you
bring
got
it up
something to sell.
after, yes, and they bring it up after the person has passed. Now, my only regret with Prince is
I
that
haven't heard anything about Prince ever. No.
That I didn't get into his music when he was alive, and I didn't realize
You
just how
didn't?
good he was. No, honey. There's so many other music genre to get into. I did not get into Prince. And then I started, here's Google. Oh, Prince. Fabulous. He's just fabulous. And I'm sorry I didn't realize it when he was alive.
Apparently, according to O'Connor, she's recalling in her upcoming memoir, Rememberings. So she's remembering in Rememberings. O'Connor recalls being terrorized, quote unquote, by Prince, who invited her to his home. I'm sorry, not in Paisley, but in Hollywood, and proceeded to then verbally and physically attack her. That's according to her. He summoned her to his Hollywood mansion, chastised her for swearing in interviews, and then wanted his butler to get her soup, though she repeatedly said, "I don't want soup." And he said, "Soup for you." And she said, "I don't want soup," and sweetly suggested a pillow fight, only to thump her with something hard. She says he slipped into his pillowcase. When she escaped on foot in the middle of the night, this is quite the story. She writes, he stalked her with his car, leapt out, and chased her around the highway.
Ms. O'Connor, put the pipe down. I'm not interested in your bullshit stories. Okay? All right.
Well, the New York Times, or is it, I'm sorry, the AV
I don't
Club,
care. I'm
saying elements of the story, particularly the thing with the soup, bear familiar markings of an eccentric celebrity. As O'Connor puts it, you've got to be crazy to be a musician, but there's a difference between being crazy and being a violent abuser of women.
Oh, no, stop it. I mean, that soup thing is Seinfeld. No soup for you. So bye, O'Connor.
But he was trying to give her soup. He wanted her to have soup. She didn't want soup. She said, "No soup for me." And he said, "Soup for you." And she said, "No soup for me." And then he hit her with a pillow that might have had, maybe it was one of his music catalogs. I don't know. It just, not to like make light, but kind of to make light, because it's so out there. A pillow fight gone bad, him pushing soup upon her, him pulling a Bill Cosby to Eddie Murphy, don't swear, allegedly, and then a highway chase. This is quite extensive. I feel if he was on the highway chase, it might have made news in Hollywood. It might have, unless
it would have made news here. I mean, of course, this allegedly happened in Hollywood and not Paisley Park. Okay. Yeah, this would have made the news. And stop it. I'm just not interested in. No, it's refreshing how Nana is unafraid to take a position.
Yeah. Nana will tell you.
I'm going to be 67. What do I have to lose? I can just throw it out there. I mean, people forget about me 3 minutes after, God takes me. But I mean, I'm saying not my family, but you know what I'm saying. I mean,
at
it's
least
like
7 minutes and then
7. I'm giving you a good 7 minutes, Nana. Count it down. But I would just like to say again, we just Bonnie, we miss you. Get well, get going, get back here on our
Send
chat. We
all
miss you.
your healthy vibes and prayers Bonnie's way because she needs it right now. She's got to recover. She's got to get back to the chat.
Yes, absolutely. So
Oh,
we
we
just
missed
love
her.
our Bonnie, and special a shout out. She has subscribed, she likes, but she's never written in the chat. My cousin Linda. So we're sending good vibes to Linda.
We just
And
want
that
everyone to be healthy and
yes,
not
that's
hit
big. That's huge.
with a violent pillowcase. And if you don't want soup, don't have soup. We just want everyone to be okay.
I know if you don't want chocolate cake, there is something wrong with you, Natalie. Okay, all right.
We really need to
It's a
be
full
watching
circle.
Oklahoma PD. You got to be watching Mullet Mommy's house because I guarantee there are bodies in the backyard.
There's
There are fingers in the piggy banks. There's something real creepy going on at Mikey's mommy's house. That's what we're saying.
Oink oink. Yes.
All
yes.
right, so
hi, Denise. Thank you.
There
honey.
we go. That's the show, guys. Thanks for joining us. Chell
Oh,
and I
we
will
really
be back.
appreciate it. I hope my brother can.
I have
You
to
better get
go
going.
live again. Okay.
I'm so
never mind.
sorry. I'd like to say a shout out to my brother. Hi, Grandpa.
Okay. We're just doing all the shout outs.
We're doing a lot of shout outs today. And Lucy probably went to bed. Nana's going to take off, and I'm going to go get a hamburger. We haven't eaten today.
Okay.
We only had a tuna fish sandwich.
You
That's
guys
not
got
enough.
to eat, Nana. You got to get some soup. Go get some soup, Nana. We'll talk to you later.
I don't want soup. I want a hamburger and fries. Okay.
Don't forget to like, you guys. We'll talk to you later.
I
Bye.
love you. I love you, honey.
you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.